Hello everyone and welcome back. This time, pag-usapan natin ano yung 10 do's o yung mga dapat nyong gawin during your final research defense. And this is specifically for researchers. So mabilis lang tayo. Daanan lang natin kung ano ba itong 10 kailangan ninyong gawin, kailangan ninyong tandaan habang kayo ay nasa inyong final research defense. Unang-una, prepare thoroughly. So, anong mga kailangan yung gawin kapag sinabing maghanda ng mabuti? Prepare thoroughly. Yung unang-una, kailangan familiar kayo sa manuscript ninyo. Familiarity with your manuscript. So, know your manuscript by heart from title to the last part, which is your references. Anong ibig sabihin ng knowing your manuscript by heart or being familiar with your manuscript? Number one, kailangan alam niyo yung logic nung relationships ng bawat part ng inyong manuscript. Starting from the title, anong relevance ng title sa SOP, anong relevance ng SOP sa instrument, and so on and so forth. And then, another that you need to be familiar with is the goal and objective of your research. What is the goal, objective, or aim of your research? So, hindi kayo pwedeng humarap sa inyong research defense na hindi alam ito mga fundamental na bagay na binanggit ko. Ibig sabihin, basic knowledge yan kapag kayo ay nagde-defend ng inyong research. So, hindi pwede o hindi uubra yung arrangement na i-assign mo sa isang tao, lalong-lalo na kapag nasa senior high school or college na research defense. This is always the practice. Kapag group research, ina-assign yung part sa bawat member, which is okay. Pero I advise against it kasi parang part lang ng knowledge ang meron ka. Ini-equip mo yung sarili mo sa isang bahagi lamang ng iyong research paper. Papaano kung nagkataon na walang pakialam yung panel sa arrangement ninyo pagdating sa hatian ng part ng ipe-present o yung part na i-review at tinanong ka doon sa part na hindi mo alam? You cannot use the justification. Hindi mo pwedeng ipaliwanag sa kanila na, ma'am, sir, hindi po ako ang naka-assign dyan. And then, ipapasa mo yung responsibility doon sa member na hindi naman tinatanong kahit na siya yung naka-assign. Pero ikaw yung gustong marinig ng panel. That is the danger kapag partial lang yung information na alam mo doon sa manuscript. That is why you need to be familiar from title to references. Yan yung sinasabi nating familiarity with your manuscript. So make sure that you are well equipped with this knowledge in and out ng manuscript ninyo. The other half of this preparation thoroughly, kapag sinabi natin prepare thoroughly, is not just knowing your manuscript but also you have to rehearse and be well versed with your oral presentation. Ano yung ibig sabihin nun? Kailangan ulit-ulitin ninyo yung paraan na gagamitin ninyo kapag kayo ay magpe-present sa inyong final research defense. Ang operant word dyan ay you have to repeat. Ulitin ninyo para maging familiar kayo doon sa mga sasabihin ninyo. So, nandun na yung knowledge and then nandun na yung skill to present or orally present your manuscript. Humarap lang kayo sa salamin o kaya i-record ninyo ang sarili ninyo and then you watch and then you try to improve kung ano yung makikita ninyo base doon sa recordings na ginawa ninyo. And the other part is anticipate possible questions. You can anticipate possible questions by presenting random questions to yourself. Ano ibig sabihin nun? Pwede mong i-anticipate na pwedeng lumabas itong mga tanong na ito by creating your list of research defense questions. Or you can use the video that I created. Meron na akong 38 possible research questions during your final defense, and try to answer that as candid and as relaxed as possible. Okay? Yun yung sinasabi nating anticipate possible questions. Walang standard questions na pwedeng lumabas sa research defense. That will always be, yung mga tanong will always depend on your research paper. So, very fluid yung pagtatanong. Nagbabago yan. Nagbabago ng forma. Pwedeng pareho ng idea ang itinatanong, pero magkaiba, specific yung ibibigay sa inyong tanong kung ano yung research paper na present ninyo. Kaya, babalikan natin, importante yung knowledge, familiarity sa inyong research manuscript kapag kayo ay nagde-defend sa inyong final research. Number 2, dress appropriately, dress properly. Dress in a way that you are presentable enough na hindi kayo masyadong mukhang casually presenting using shirts, especially kung mayroong mga prescribed na dress code na ibinigay sa inyo before the start of your research defense. So, wear professional or business attire to show respect for the academic setting. Hindi lang to show respect to your panelists, but also to the process or procedure that you are going to partake in, which is yung defense. Okay? So, dito ipinapakita na ang gagawin ninyong pagtitipon ng pag-defend para ma-defend ang inyong research ay isang kagalang-galang na paraan. This is an academic procedure in an academic setting. Therefore, you have to present yourself professionally. You can wear business attire. Okay, so pwede na dyan sa mga lalaki, nakapolo, short sleeves, long sleeves, black pants. Sa mga babae naman, pwedeng business attire din, naka-coat or naka-blouse na pang office attire. Again, you also have to consider, you need to consider kung ano yung prescribed dress code na ibinigay sa inyo before the start of your research defense, and you have to follow. If you cannot, because of mga bagay na nakakahadlang sa inyo, kagaya ng kung walang pera, wala naman kayong ganong klaseng damit, find a way. Hindi nyo, ang solusyon naman dyan, hindi palaging bibili, hindi. You can always find an alternative way. You can borrow, you can rent if your money is not enough. Pwede nyong gawin yun. Or meron akong nakita nagde-defense pagkatapos ng isang group, paglabas nila, huhubarin nila yung damit nila, ipapahiram naman nila doon sa susunod. Find a way, be resourceful. Okay? So kayang-kaya yan, paghandaan. Kailangan nyo lang pagplanuhan. Kung hindi nyo pinagplanuhan, malamang magkakaroon kayo ng problema pagdating ninyo sa actual research defense ninyo. Okay, number 3, greet and acknowledge the panel. Greet and acknowledge the panel. So, ang kailangan nyo lang tandaan dito is for you to be courteous, respectful during this academic event. Kailangan maging magalang kayo at yung pagsagot ninyo ay professional. Kahit na meron kayong mga bagay na gustong erase, gustong sabihin na gusto nyong idagdag, o may mga panahon na hindi kayo naintindihan ng panel ninyo, may tamang paraan, academically correct and respectful na paraan ng pagsasabi ng inyong side. Okay, kailangan masanay lang kayo. So, start with a polite greeting ng panel ninyo and acknowledge your panelist before presenting. Ipapakilala yung mga panel ninyo. Minsan sinasabi saan sila connected, anong position nila. It is very important na tandaan ninyo yung buong pangalan ng mga panelist ninyo. Sandali lang naman yan eh. During the event, you have to be familiar with the full names of your panel. Kung hindi kayo ganun kagaling mag-memorize ng mga pangalan, you can always write the names down. And then from time to time, kung nakakalimutan nyo, pwede nyo tignan doon sa papel kung saan nyo isinulat yung mga pangalan. Okay? Just do not make mistakes na pagpalitin yung pangalan. Definitely, you will get the attention of your panelist. Okay? So, do acknowledge your panel, be courteous, be respectful pagdating sa inyong research defense. Number 4, use a clear, confident voice. Malinaw na pagsasalita, malinaw na pagbigkas sa pamamagitan ng paggamit ng malakas o pagsasalita ng malakas at pagbigkas ng malinaw. I know, pagdating dito sa confidence, ay napakaraming struggle o nag-struggle na magde-defend na estudyante. Because, palagi nilang sinasabi, nandun yung kaba, which is normal. It is normal that you feel nervous during your research defense. Pag sinabi nating confidence, even if you are nervous, you still know how to answer your research defense questions. So kahit nanginginig yung boses ninyo, basta alam ninyo kung paano ito sagutin, just talk. Okay? That's why you need to practice. You need to repeat para magiging normal na yung pagsagot sa inyo pagdating sa actual na research defense. So again, it is normal to feel nervous, but you need to master the content of your research so that you can answer confidently or with a confident voice. So specifically, sabi dito, speak clearly, malinaw na pagbigkas, malakas na boses, mabagal, wag naman sobrang bagal. Yung tama lang. Okay? And then with conviction, maraming nagpe-present, hindi sigurado yung kanilang paraan ng pagsagot. Paano namin nalalaman? Yung boses nila patanong. Hindi yung statement or declarative ang kanilang boses. Patanong. Ibig sabihin, kahit sila hindi nila alam kung tama yung kanilang sinasabi. Okay? Hindi sila sure. So, alam niyo yung tono na parang patanong eh. Di ba? So, you have to speak with conviction na yung sagot ninyo ay tama. Another is make eye contact and dito muna, make eye contact. Always look at your panelist. So, hindi lang yan isa. Hindi naman pwedeng isa lang ang tinitignan ninyo. Igalaw ninyo yung tingin ninyo sa lahat ng mga panel. Baka kung isa lang ang tinitignan ninyo, mapagkamalan pa kayo na galit ba kayo sa akin? Bakit sa akin ka lang nakatingin? Tignan ninyo yung mga panel ninyo, establish eye contact, and avoid fillers. Ano yung mga fillers? Kagaya na, like, and so on and so forth. Alam niyo naman yan. Kapag hindi nyo alam kung ano yung susunod yung sasabihin, na may mga lumalabas na tunog sa inyong boses, ang tawag natin doon ay fillers. Kaya kailangan nyo mag-practice para maiwasan nyo itong mga bagay na ito. Kagaya niyang paggamit ng fillers. Okay, we are now on number 5. Adjust na natin yan. Number 5. Follow the time limit. Follow the prescribed time limit. So usually, the time is divided into parts. Time limits are divided into parts. So, unang part dyan is the presentation. So, you will be given time to present. So, halimbawa, ang presentation is 10 minutes. Okay? This will depend on your, your school. After the presentation, meron na dyan Q&A. So yung Q&A nyo is sabihin na natin 5 to 10 minutes. Ayun. So, you have to be aware. Ito lang yung binigay sa inyong time. That's why, again, babalik tayo doon sa sinabi ko kanina. You need to practice. Part of this practice is to time your presentation. Orasan ninyo yung presentation ninyo. And then you repeat the process para alam na ninyo, mararamdaman na ninyo if tumatagal na kayo sa discussion sa isang part, then you need to move on. Kung kulang na kayo sa oras, then you need to catch up and adjust your presentation. Kaya kung mapapansin nyo sa defense, pinapa fast track, pinapa wave, pinapa forward na sa inyong presentations ninyo because the panel are aware of the time limit. And kahit kayo, dapat aware kayo. So, don't forget, be aware of the time limit given to you during your final research. Number 6, support your answers with evidence. Support your answers with evidence. Kailangan yung iwasan yung mga pagbibigay ng information, ng knowledge, ng statement na walang basehan. Lalong-lalo na kung walang koneksyon o hindi relevant sa study na ginagawa ninyo. Avoid opinions. Avoid biases. Okay, kailangan lahat ng mga sasabihin ninyo is supported with evidence, data-based. So, paano nyo malalaman ito? Kung ano yung nasa manuscript ninyo, yun lang dapat ang gagamitin ninyo. Huwag kayong gagamit ng mga bagay, ng mga impormasyon, ng mga opinion na wala sa inyong manuscript. So, when answering questions, refer to specific parts of your study. Yan yung sinasabi ko. Kailangan lahat ng sinasabi nyo ay makikita sa manuscript ninyo. Kagaya niyan, sasagutin ninyo, ano ang basihan ninyo at sinabi nyong effective ang paggamit ng AI tools. Ito yung example, as shown in table 2, i-refer nyo sila. Table 2 or simulan nyo sa page 10, table 2. O yan, tapos saka nyo sila basahan. That the use of AI tools in writing is effective because of the presented data. Ganun, data-based, data-driven ang inyong sagot. So, yun yung ibig natin sabihin kapag sinabing support answers with evidence. Number 7, accept feedback gracefully. Accept recommendations gracefully with an open mind and a grateful heart. Yan ang ibig sabihin ng gracefully, open mind and a grateful heart. Tanggapin ninyo kung ano yung feedback sa inyo, whether it's a criticism or recommendation or a suggestion. Tanggapin ninyo. So remember, the mandate of the panelist is to improve and develop your research paper. So nandyan sila para tulungan kayo. So tanggapin ninyo kung ano yung feedback nila. So listen attentively para matandaan ninyo kung ano yung mga suggestions nila. Makinig kayong mabuti, listen attentively, take notes kung hindi nyo natatandaan o mahina yung memory ninyo, meron dapat nagte-take note o kayo mismo dapat nagte-take note. And then thank the panel for their suggestions, recommendations to improve and develop your research paper, even if they are critical or critic yung ibinigay sa inyo. Okay? So yun yung sinabi ko, whether it's a recommendation, suggestion, or a critic, you accept them gracefully with an open mind and a grateful heart. So that is what we mean by accepting feedback gracefully. Don't forget magpasalamat kayo. Okay, moving on to question number 8. Itaas lang natin ng konti Question number 8, maintain composure. Maintain composure. Stay calm. Stay calm even if the questions are difficult. Pause. Pause. P-A-U-S-E. Okay, hindi yung magpo-pose kayo para sa picture. Take a moment lalong-lalo na kung mahirap yung tanong at hindi nyo ma-recall kung papaano o saan kukunin yung sagot doon sa tanong na yun, it's okay. You can pause and think and make sure you stay calm. Okay? Take a breath before responding to the question. Meron kasing iba, obvious yung kanilang physical reaction doon sa question. It's either namumula na sila, pinapawisan, nanginginig, yung muka na lumalabas yung evidence na hindi lang ninenervyos, nagpapanik na sila. So, make sure that you control the situation. Kalmahin niyo yung sarili ninyo. And again, babalik tayo, if you practice and repeat the procedure over and over, there's a possibility na mababawasan nyo itong sinasabi nating mga bagay na nakikita sa inyo kapag hindi nyo kayang sagutin o hindi nyo masagot agad-agad yung tanong ng inyong panel. Okay, next number 9. Let's continue. Be honest. If you do not know the answer, parang follow up nung number 8. If you do not know the answer, admit it respectfully and offer to look into it further. So again, it is not a negative thing. It will not be taken against you kung meron kang mga tanong na hindi masagot. Ang hindi maganda ay kung halos lahat ng tanong hindi mo masagot. Okay? There are instances where a researcher cannot answer the question. So, ang pwede niyong sabihin dyan, number 1 is to admit, sabi nga dyan, respectfully. I would like to respectfully admit that for that particular question, I am not yet familiar, but I will definitely look into it. Yun yung kasunod niya. Okay? Ganun lang yung pwede niyong approach ng pagsagot doon sa isang tanong na hindi nyo masagot. Okay? Be honest. Okay, next, number 10. Express gratitude. Kanina, binanggit ko na. Kapag kayo ay binigyan ng feedback, ito sa number 7, magpasalamat kayo. Yun yung pahabol ko kanina. Express gratitude. Thank your panel, advisor. This is towards the end of the defense. Pasalamatan niyo yung mga panel ninyo, advisor ninyo, yung audience kung meron at the end of the defense. Huwag niyong kakalimutan yan. Napakasimpleng bagay pero nakakalimutan ng iba. Okay, so especially if you are given a positive feedback, magpasalamat kayo. But also, kung alam ninyong you did your best and maraming tanong talaga yung panel, hindi siya reserved, yung pagpapasalamat nyo hindi reserved kapag maganda lang yung outcome ng defense ninyo. It is a sign of respect. So whether it is good or bad, you have to express gratitude to your panel, your advisor, and your audience. So with this, I hope you were able to take away ideas that you can use during your final research defense. Good luck, everyone. And I am sure that if you follow these reminders, you will be able to pass your research defense with flying colors. Thank you very much, everyone. Stay safe. God bless. And I'll see you in our next video. Bye.